sides of the ball. So many people have left because they've gotten drafted. They've not just because they've transferred, but because they've been recognized for their talents at the NFL level. What does it take to keep that same high expectation to make the college football playoff in a season like this with new teams?
Guys like me, Austin, and Caden Lee, who were here last year and years before that, who knows the standard in and outs of Ole Miss football and how to be an Ole Miss football player. So guys like us being able to take that next step and be a leader on and off the field for new guys, young guys, I think that's the biggest key to keep that component and keep the standard of how it is.
We'll stay here in the middle, fourth row.
Thanks again. Being here, we're connected to the College Football Hall of Fame, literally just a building over. I was talking to someone earlier, and they were saying Coach Kiffin is kind of on track to maybe be in here one day, not just walking around, but enshrined. What makes him the right leader for this Rebels team in your eyes, a guy who sets that standard that you just talked about?
Him being himself every day. I think Kiffin never tries to be anyone else or anything for the media or anybody. I think him being himself is huge for us because he shows that him being himself is perfect and just good enough, and him setting an example for us every day.
On the right side, third row.
Alex Byington on three. Kind of along those lines, as a player, what are some of your reactions when you see Lane, having fun on social media and kind of showing that different side of him? And how does that compare to what you see in the locker room or in the clubhouse?
I laugh because like I said, I think he's somewhat of the same, majority of the same person. So like when he's making those type funny comments or things on social media, he's the type to do the same thing in practice. He'll pull you to the side and do it. He's not outspoken to just do it in front of the team, but he'd pull it to your side and he'd crack a joke with you every now and then. So it's just funny. I laugh. Just with a player, just anytime he sees a player or something, he always makes jokes with a player. He talk to me and interact with another player. He's just funny like that, man. He's just a funny guy.
Left side, third row.
TJ, coming from such a successful high school program like Catholic, how much do you think that helped you in where you are today?
I think it was huge. I think that matured me coming into college, being able to somewhat know the standard of not the program, but just how to be a person, how to be a human, how to be a young man. And I think that transitioned well into college and knowing to just step into this role.
You look at last season, and there are a couple of plays, maybe Kentucky and the LSU game, where if they go the different way, you guys go where you want to go. Does that underscore when coaches tell you never know when a key play is going to happen?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Does that underscore where coaches tell you never know when a key play is going to happen, so you have to go all out every play?
Definitely. Yes, sir. I think the coaches, they appreciate that, and that's huge, three controversial plays and maybe each game could flip the score and maybe turn those into W's. But I think that was just a key example and lesson for us. So I just try to reiterate that to the new guys and young guys that every play matters and the small details matter. I try to just reiterate that to everybody else.
Left side, third row.
Hi, TJ. AP Stedham, AP as we see it. I stepped out, so hopefully this question wasn't asked. What have you learned from Pete Golding as a defensive coordinator? Did you answer that question yet?
What about Pete
What
Golding?
did you learn about Pete Golding as a defensive coordinator?
He's really intelligent. He's really intelligent, and I know you don't know, but if you were to see our schemes and the type of things we run, you'd think we'd be running a lot. But he simplified it to where so many coverages are somewhat the same or have somewhat detail that are the same, to where all of our coverages and schemes, it may seem like a lot, but he simplified it. So just the intelligence of the game, him being able to teach that. A lot of coaches can have all these schemes and not be able to teach it to the players, but him being able to put that from the board into these players' minds is huge.
In the middle, third row.
For playing in practice, getting a chance so far leading up to the season, what's it been like going up against Simmons if you've had that opportunity?
It's been good. It's been awesome. Just watching him develop and grow, just seeing him take steps, even from the spring to now in the summer, watching him take a huge step, leadership, and just ability. I think him being comfortable. I'm watching him get more comfortable day in and day out, and the throws he's making are miraculous. So just watching that is awesome. He's awesome. He's great. He'd be a great opponent to go against. But I'm glad I get to play against him and just make him better in practice.
Yeah, sure.
How does Simmons so far, as a younger guy, we saw what he did against Georgia last year, coming in when Dart had to go out and right away to crucial touchdown. How does he make you guys as a defense better?
His ability. I think, like you said, his ability, like, that was just a flash of his ability. So even though him being a young guy and him not having like major experience, his ability has been great, and that challenges the defense with the throws he makes. Like, let alone him having to be a leader or just being older. Like, the throws he's making out there are just crazy. So that's probably one of the biggest ways he's challenging us.
Sure. Take the microphone if you would, please.
Of course. Thank you. Rapid fire questions here for me. I appreciate it. You guys, with the expanded college football playoff last year, came in 13th overall in the national rankings, which is one spot away. How do you guys what is your mindset heading into this year? Want to make it to the top 12, but knowing that you were literally right on the doorstep, maybe a chip on your shoulder. Like, in your own words, how would you describe what that mindset is, even with the changes on the roster that you talked about?
For sure, a chip on my shoulder, for sure, especially being here last year. But just with the new guys on our roster, just being able to focus on this year, take it week at a time. But it's been good, and the chips on our shoulder, it's been a huge chip on our shoulder. All the guys are hungry, new guys and the young guys. Everybody's hungry, so that's been good.
Right side, second row.
Because you kind of brought it up, with Austin and Jackson, how would you kind of compare their games? As a linebacker, you get a good viewpoint of what they're doing at practice. So how would you kind of compare and contrast their individual games?
Comparing, I think their game's similar in like their comfortability, the way they're able to sit in the pocket and watch routes develop and plays develop and not feel rushed, rather to get the ball out or, make a mistake. I think his comfortability is growing, and I think that's where he's getting that from Dart. Dart was really comfortable back there and just a mature leader, so I think that's where he's getting that from.
I have a final question over on the left side.
TJ, are you familiar with the quarterback that transferred from Ferris State? Did he arrive in the springtime? Did he ended up coming down there?
Yes, sir.
So what can you tell us about him? He must be pretty good to make that jump from Division II all the way to Division I.
Yes, sir. He has great talent as well. I think him coming in, he's been awesome, just being able to learn. I think his ability to come in and learn the offense has been great, and him getting more comfortable with the receivers and the O-linemen, just the team's been awesome. So it's been good.